Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation on navigating the contemporary world, exploring global dynamics. In our rapidly evolving world, understanding the interconnectedness of global systems has become increasingly crucial. Today, we'll delve into key aspects of the global economy, market integration, the global interstate system, and the contemporary global governance. But before that, let me walk you through our presentation. First, we'll proceed to introduction, followed by global economy. Next is market integration, then global interstate system, followed by that will be contemporary global governance, then finally the conclusion. The global economy. Globalization is the term used to describe the interconnectedness of economic systems across national boundaries. It explains how international trade, investments, information technology, and idea sharing lead to the integration of enterprises, culture, and society globally. Globalization has impacted many facets of life, including politics, economics, culture, and the environment by increasing national interconnection and dependency. Globalization and its impact on economies. Benefits of globalization: efficient trading, low cost on materials, efficient marketing and outsourcing. International market. Customers all over the world, more opportunities to grow, and variety of goods from all over the world. Downsides of globalization. Outsourcing. Because of hiring people internationally, employers tend to give a choice to workers of low pay or no pay because of the alternative employee internationally. Brain drain. Because of a better opportunities internationally, workers tend to work internationally for better salary even at minimum wage. Rise of multinational corporations and their influences. For other people, the global economy means finance and banking, which because of globalization have no national boundaries. This means business, whether small or big, when selling their services or products, have no boundaries and can sell internationally. Multinational corporations. International businesses that do localization, which is used to describe a product or service that is developed and distributed globally, but is also adjusted to accommodate the user or consumer in a local market. Because of this, corporations adapt their products and services through learning the country's demands through local hired workers, meaning creating more jobs while securing efficient trades, capitals, and such.
Moving onto the challenges of globalization, first is inflation, the pace of increase in overall prices for goods and services, which leads to a decline in purchasing power. Falling under this is cost of living, meaning higher rates of inflation can raise living expenses, rendering products and services out of reach for a large number of people. Next is economic instability, because inflation reduces the purchasing power of money and may result in lowering consumer spending. It can cause economic instability. Next is interest rates. Central banks frequently increase interest rates in response to high levels of inflation, which can impede economic expansion. The second challenge is geopolitical conflicts. Refers to conflicts that arise between nations or regions that have the potential to significantly affect the world economy. Falling under this is trade disruptions. Trade disputes have the potential to sabotage international value networks and create issues for supply chains. Next is heightened uncertainty. Uncertainty resulting from geopolitical tensions is detrimental to investment and economic expansion. Lastly is resource scarcity. Wars may result in the loss of vital resources like gas and oil, which may have an impact on global industrial produce.
The next challenge is income inequality, which according to Palaco 2021 refers to the unequal distribution of income within a population. It has three sub-problems. The first one relates to economic growth. Because of high income disparity, that prevents the poor from having access to opportunities and education, it can impede in economic growth. The second sub-problem is social affront, because income inequality can cause discontent and spark social unrest. It can contribute to social instability. The last one relates to poverty, which is because significant income disparity can cause people from having low salary that cannot support themselves and thus causing poverty. The next problem is economic instability, which according to Pettinger 2020 describes changes in the economy that have the potential to change recessions or depressions. Recessions refer to the temporary downturns in the economy marked by a decrease in commerce and industrial activity that is brought by economic instability. It has two sub-problems. The first one is unemployment, which refers to when firms reduce staff in order to save money or does not have enough job to cater to all, which means that economic instability frequently results in higher jobless rates. The second sub-problem is investment. Because of uncertainty about the economy, it makes it riskier to invest in new ventures or enterprises, causing a discouragement of investment. The next challenge is food security, which according to Boom and Brent 2020, it is a measurement of food availability and accessibility for people. Food security in context of the global economy is a complicated subject because of a number of factors. First one is the population growth. A study says that by year 2100, there will be at least 10 billion people on the planet, which will result in a sharp rise in food demand. The second factor is political instability. Conflicts and political unrest can hinder the distribution and production of food, resulting in food insecurity in affected areas. The last factor is economic factor, which many people, especially in low-income nations, they may find food to be unaffordable due to the changes in global food costs and inflation.
Market integration. Market integration is the process of connecting national markets into a unified global market. Advantages of market integration: increased trade, specialization, and efficiency. Increased trade enhances international exchange of goods and services, broadening choices for consumers. Specialization encourages nations to focus on their strengths, leading to higher efficiency and resource utilization. Efficiency gains promotes global competition, driving productivity, improvements, cost reduction, and innovation for consumer benefit.
There are several examples of market integration. First is the European Union Single Market. It aims to create a unified economic zone where goods, services, capital, and people can move freely between member states, free of tariffs and regulatory differences. It entails aligning regulations, standardizing product of specifications, and encouraging competition. Second is the North American Free Trade Agreement or NAFTA. It was a trade agreement signed by the United States, Canada, and Mexico to eliminate tariffs and other trade barriers in North America. It facilitated the movement of goods, services, and investments between member countries. Third is the Asian Economic Community or AEC. The AEC establishes a single market and production base among the member states of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or the ASEAN. It includes trade liberalization, investment facilitation, and regional economic integration initiatives. Fourth one is the Common Market of the Southern Cone or Mercosur. It is a South American trade bloc aimed at promoting economic integration among its members, which includes Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. It entails initiatives to lower trade barriers, coordinates macroeconomic policies, and foster collaboration in areas such as infrastructure and energy. Fifth, fifth is the customs union. It entails the removal of tariffs and other trade obstacles among member nations, alongside the implementation of a shared external tariff on imports from non-member countries. Examples of these include the East African Community Customs Unions and the Southern African Customs Unions. The sixth is the regional economic integration in Africa. Several initiatives aim to promote African economic integration, include the African Continental Free Trade Area, which aims to create a single market for goods and services among African countries. Other examples include regional economic communities like the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the South African Development Community. The last one example of market integration is the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It was a proposed trade agreement among Pacific Rim countries that aimed to liberalize trade and promote regional economic integration. Despite the withdrawal of United States from the agreement, the remaining members negotiated the Comprehensive and Progressive Trans-Pacific Partnership, or the CPTPP.
Now let us discuss the challenges revolving in market integration. The first one is the regulatory differences. Varied regulations and standards across countries create trade barriers. Divergent rules and standards between nations can hinder the smooth flow of goods and services, making it challenging for businesses to operate globally. Political resistance. Domestic opposition due to perceived negative impacts. Opposition within a country may arise if citizens or political entities believe that integration efforts could have adverse effects on their economy, culture, or other aspects. Sovereignty concerns. Reluctance to relinquish control over policy areas. Nations may hesitate to participate in integration agreements if they fear losing autonomy over key policy decisions, such as trade, immigration, or environmental regulations. Capacity limitations. Inadequate infrastructure and institutional capacity. Insufficient resources, both in terms of physical infrastructure and administrative capabilities, can impede effective implementation and management of integration initiatives. Income disparities. Integration may worsen economic inequalities. The benefits of economic integration may not be evenly distributed, potentially exacerbating existing income disparities between different groups within a country. External factors. Economic shocks or geopolitical tensions can disrupt integration. The unforeseen events like economic downturns or geopolitical conflicts can interrupt the progress of integration efforts and lead to uncertainties in cross-border collaborations. Distributional effects. Winners and losers within countries need addressing. Some sectors or groups may benefit from integrations, others may suffer. Policies are required to address and mitigate the uneven impact on different segments of the population. Legal complexities. Challenges in aligning legal frameworks and resolving disputes. Harmonizing diverse legal systems and resolving disputes between participating nations can be complex, requiring careful negotiation and the establishment of effective mechanisms for conflict resolutions. Non-tariff barriers. Additional obstacles beyond tariffs must be tackled. Beyond
additional tariffs, non-tariff barriers like quotas, licensing requirements, and technical standards can impede trade, necessitating comprehensive strategies to address a wide range of obstacles.